Aloha, Sylvan Bell coming live from Sacramento, California, April 1st, 2017, 2:04 in the afternoon. Perfect day to talk about sales. It is always a good day to talk about sales. And we're talking about future pacing and how you can use it to persuade people better and faster and close more deals. Okay, so we've talked about you using the word imagine. We've talked about you using and painting the benefit. We've talked about you talking about doing nothing. Now the next thing is you can future pace somebody and talk to them about the negatives of going with somebody else and doing the opposite of what your product or your service does. So you're going to have to know a little bit about your competition and the possibilities of your competition to have this type of conversation. But the cool thing for you is when you do, it doesn't seem like you're slamming the other guy and talking trash. You're only talking about possibilities, okay? So if you're going to use the word imagine, remember you can only use it a couple of times. Otherwise, you're reducing the benefit and the power that it has. So I see salespeople screw up on this quite significantly, where they keep going, imagine this, imagine that, imagine this, imagine that. Well, you're the movie director in the brain, and if you do this too much, the brain's going to go like, time out. This isn't novel anymore. This isn't new. This isn't fresh. There's something wrong here. I really don't want to imagine this, okay? So if you're going to use this, you have to put this in the right spot, and you have to know what you're up against. So, you know, for me, I'm up against other sales trainers. I train salespeople. And so people will tell me, wow, Scott, that's really expensive for you to come train my guys. And I say, great. Imagine for a moment that you have a trainer come out and they spend a bunch of time with your guys and they don't do the job right. And I stop talking, okay? Now I'm painting a negative picture, and I know this. I know that I'm painting a negative picture. And if you're one of my clients, you know that I do this to you, okay? I'm painting a negative picture. Now imagine for a moment that you hire that guy or that girl to come talk to your salespeople and nothing happens. It doesn't benefit them. Pause. Now you're still going to have to hire me. Now I have to undo everything that that person or that group taught your salespeople. And now it's going to take more time, energy, and effort on my part. So instead of paying me my fee that's normal, I'm going to have to add to it. So you can imagine for a moment that if you think it's expensive now, it's going to be really expensive a little bit later. So why don't we just get this done? Here's the agreement. We'll set up the date. When do you want to do it, okay? So I painted a negative picture for the person going with the competition. And you could do this in so many different ways, but it's going to take some time and effort on your part. Now, once again, you could go out and you could try this in different places. You could try it at the hotel lobby. You could try it in the car. You could try it at the restaurant. But your job is to go out and practice it. But where a lot of people screw up is they don't want to practice. They don't want to get better. They don't want to get good. They just want things handed to them. Salespeople are inherently lazy, but you're not, because you're watching videos and you want to get better at what you do, okay? So imagine for a moment that you could increase your closing percentage by 5, 10, 20%. What would that do for you? Now imagine for a moment you do nothing. Think about what happens with that. Now what would happen if you had the right training where everything worked out for you versus somebody who's going to teach you the wrong stuff to do, and it's going to take you more time and energy and effort to figure out what you got to do to get better, okay? So you can string all of this together. That's the benefit for you because you've watched all the videos, right? You've got the do something, you've got the do nothing, and then you got the negative side. You can string all of them together, but you put in a couple seconds for a pause. And then once you're done asking the questions, you say nothing. All right? There you go. Now imagine for a second, you can leave a comment, question, or story in the box down below. That would be fantastic. To the right or to the left, you could imagine yourself subscribing because it's really easy to do. And then you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Google+, LinkedIn. There you go. You know, just having some fun with you. Scott Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.